Honestly, how often do you get to be here at the birth of a whole new medium? Like, you can say, I want to do this thing, and you can be the first person in the history of the world who's ever done it before.
Same way we use computers right now, right? It's a medium that we adopted and we use it for so many different things. I see VR as being just another medium, and then we use it for almost as many things, if not more.
It's like bringing fire to the caveman. It's a whole new way to communicate that we're making real for people.
If we had tried to do this a couple of years ago, it would have been somewhat possible, but not nearly far along enough for consumers to really feel confident and comfortable in using this technology.
We see the virtual and augmented reality industry to be at an inflection point right now.
2016 was really the year that it kicked off in a lot of different ways. It was the first year that we had consumer headsets coming out. It was really the first year that some of the big name players outside of Oculus and HTC really started getting involved.
I think the technology barriers have come down. Information with which we can augment the world is more pervasive now.
And I think part of this is social. As games as we know them have become more and more realistic, as film-going experiences have become more and more immersive, as we've become used to having entertainment experiences with us at all times via our mobile phones, I think we're ready for that next step now.
This is going to be as revolutionary for society as, the internet was in the 90s, because this technology takes you to another place.
It really is a new communication medium. It has its own strengths, its own limitations, and it lets you do things you couldn't do before.
This is definitely a place where if you have enthusiasm and the drive, there are a lot of people who can and are willing to help you.
We're going to see Boston AR and VR really become like an epicenter for talent and people working in the technology to kind of gravitate towards this area.
From the Boston VR community to the schools themselves and the universities, interacting with all these people who are working on similar things and have similar goals in mind really helps you get motivated and keep pushing forward.
There's a great community, there's great incubation and collaboration opportunities, and then you layer in underneath that all of the advantages of the great universities that we have here, right? That academic angle to fuel research and to fuel innovative, creative young thinkers that are coming out and want to change the world. There's no place in the world that I'd rather be working on augmented reality.
So the Reality Virtually Hackathon is noteworthy because at this point in time, it's the largest event of its kind.
One bottleneck with the industry right now is lack of good contents. And for the industry to cross the chasm from early adoption to mass market adoption, you really need an ecosystem of great contents. That's what's exciting about this hackathon. Not only to get to meet with people from different disciplines, but also students from other schools as well as industry professionals, those who can provide them with ideas, exactly real problems in real life they could solve with their skill sets.
Hackathons are really, really educational for the people who do them. I was a little stunned at the first hackathon I did. I learned things, I didn't realize I could do.
For me, the main purpose is network, and as well as also to give opportunity to a lot of people that maybe don't have the technical background to come here, gather, and make awesome things.
The MIT Media Lab is a really exciting venue.
For this hackathon, we bring people from outside of the Media Lab to meet with people who are working in Media Lab to come up with great projects together.
Virtual reality, at the end, you need some kind of a technical background, but you also need a designer. You need to have these artistic skills in order to make a compelling experience.
We want different types of people from different walks of life with different skills to come together and build something new.
Where leading experts, designers, programmers, business people are going to come together and actually create real projects and push them forward. We're not just talking about planting the seed of the tree that grows in 100 years. We're talking about cultivating a plant that might grow over the weekend.
So many of our students are really looking to make a big impact on the world. And using AR and VR platforms, as we know, the hardware is there and the industry is ripe for transformation. And by giving these students the resources to ideate around their innovations, to create many problem-solving ventures, we're really excited about that.
I see this hackathon as an embodiment of Boston's ability to come together and make something big happen.